Since the start of the year as well, in terms of like cybersecurity, we've seen a 100-fold increase in the amount of spam that's actually making it through. If you think about businesses as buildings, one of the foundations of business is good IT infrastructure and good security. So even the smallest little shop needs a foundation. Antivirus is one of these things, I think it was popularized by the whole Norton or McAfee type thing that seems to appear to be free on everybody's computers. But can antivirus protect you? As part of a suite of products, yes, but on its own, no. It's there to notice things that are actually on your PC, have actually infected your PC. Quite often, things that you need protected from have maybe gone undetected by your antivirus provider. You have what's known as an antivirus signature, and the signature gives the antivirus the instructions of like, this is nasty, this is not. But quite often hackers are very bright people, and they will actually work out a way to maybe jump on the back of another piece of software to make itself look like another piece of software, and before you know it, you're infected. So I would never actually look at it in isolation as like, I've got antivirus, I'm safe. I would look at it as like, I've got antivirus, that's one of the layers of protection that I need. A lot of businesses don't leverage the security features within Microsoft 365. Microsoft 365 Business Premium, which is the most common product that small to medium-sized businesses use, has a suite of security products within it. There are different setups for Microsoft 365 tenants. Things like mail records and DKIM and DMARC records, these can all be set up at very low cost or for free. There's what we call ATP, Advanced Threat Protection, as well. You can switch this on or switch it off. Microsoft also provide the Secure Score, and it'll actually give you remediations and advice on how to improve that Secure Score, and that's a constant moving target. Microsoft use their knowledge to benchmark every business against another business of that size or shape. A business of our size, the average is a Secure Score of 41. We have a Secure Score around 51, so we're 10% above average. You know, ordinarily you would look at 51% and think, well, that's not good enough, we need to be up at 90. But then the restrictions that happen around 90% are so great that you have to be real careful with how you secure and what you secure stuff down with. It's looking at what you actually need. You know, a business of 20 people might not need the security level of an enterprise of 300 people. So application whitelisting is not really on people's radars really. And this is where you can actually state what applications can run on your PC. Probably a simple example is like maybe a browser extension. You've maybe got a browser extension for a dark mode. Like, oh, I really like this dark mode plugin for Chrome. Application whitelisting programs will examine all these plugins, and you know, if it turned out that this plugin was, yeah, sure, it's in the Chrome store, but it was produced in Russia, and it's actually able to access every element of your Windows or your Apple PC. Where's that information going? So application whitelisting will just prompt you to say, are you sure you want to install this? For me, when we spoke about antivirus earlier, this is the next layer. For a few pounds a month per device, you can literally just have everything running an application whitelisting service. A basic level, if you don't want to do application whitelisting, as an absolute basic level, you should set yourself up with a standard account for running your day-to-day IT. The reason for that is that if any piece of software needs updated or installed, you have to stop, and it prompts you, it throws up a username and password. And if you've got an administrator account on that PC and you know the username and password, you can fill that in. In Windows, it's like removing your local admin rights. That's what it's known as. And it goes same for Mac and PC. Multi-factor authentication is simply another layer, and you can receive a text message when you sign into any of your systems, or you can have an application that generates a random 6-digit code. We can also have like a smart card or a USB reader. This is like a small key that you can plug into your phone or your computer. And in order for the authentication to happen, you sign in with your password. You have to either touch that device or it'll read a fingerprint from your device. Every account that you have online should have multi-factor authentication. And if it doesn't have multi-factor authentication, you should look for a service which can provide you with multi-factor authentication. Third-party applications like Cisco Duo or OneLogin. These are secure services that will provide you with a multi-factor or a multi-layered authentication to any of your software products. My rule is no MFA, no way, don't use it. Password managers, for me, what a no-brainer a password manager is. Who wants to remember passwords? So sure, you get ones with the browsers like Edge, Chrome, Firefox can all manage passwords. There are ways and means for hackers to get into those versions of the password managers. I would never use a browser password manager, never ever. The benefit to using a third party is, you might switch from Apple to Android, from Firefox to Chrome to Edge. Doesn't matter. If you've got a third-party application like NordPass or LastPass or some of these other password managers, then you just install the plugin and away you go. The one piece of advice for password managers though is the password for your password manager should be super secure, and you should not have that password written down anywhere, and that password manager access should have multi-factor authentication. If businesses are looking at cyber insurance, make sure that you are clear on what you're after. There's cyber crime insurance, there's cyber insurance. There's so many different sort of like variations of it, so make sure you know what you're getting into. You can only have one policy, so if you become Cyber Essentials accredited, you actually get given a certain level of cyber insurance, and anybody can get cyber insurance for their business. But there are certain insurance companies that will lower your premiums if you are Cyber Essentials Plus accredited. If you are a larger organization, your premiums might be really quite high. And in the grand scheme of it, to bring your business to a level where they are Cyber Essentials compliant, it's work, but it's worth it. Gone are the days now of being able to actually securely set up your business for IT with a bit of a Google and some help topics. It's now got to the stage where you need that base level. You need the base level of infrastructure, you need the base level of security, and it's small businesses, big businesses, they've all got that same foundation.